Welcome to the show. This is What's Your Story. I am Catherine Mwangi here at the Villa Rosa Kempinski in Nairobi, Kenya. So excited to be having a conversation with the lady in red, highly decorated, highly celebrated. Her story, you will absolutely love it. And of course, I'm biased because she's a woman, okay? Not that I have a problem with men, but I love to hear women's stories like yours. Mary Muthoni, Morioki.
Actually, call it Jason.
Oh, Jason.
As simple as that.
Jason.
Yes.
Mary Jason.
Mary Muthoni Jason.
Okay. I like that. Mr. Jason, you're blessed.
He is very blessed.
He is.
Yeah.
Does he know it?
Well, that's in the heart.
It's in the heart.
So I can't project for him.
But you know he's blessed. That is all that matters. What you know?
I am more than confident that he is.
You are so fresh. Oh my gosh. When she was getting her makeup done, she's like, Auntie, what do you want us to talk about? I said, you now, you someone to tell what to talk about.
I know.
Whichever topic, even when I go to actuarial science or marine technology.
We shall handle it. You know?
Oh my gosh. But Mary, welcome to the show. I love your personality,
Thank you.
your energy.
Thank you.
You are incredibly smart.
Thank you.
And as the chair of the Women in Business.
In Kenya.
In Kenya, yes. Nationally, yes. I mean, we're going to go, your story is like an onion. You know how you peel and peel and peel all the awards you have, how you're helping women now, even in, outside Nairobi. You have a heart for women, but it didn't start there. You are a career educator.
Absolutely.
A former teacher. You were teaching. That class, were they teachable?
Yeah. By the way, they were the most disciplined. Both the boys and the girls.
You now.
I taught boys and the girls. We'll get into that.
I want us to go there now because how is it that the last, you've done this for what, a decade, and now of course you have a school, but we'll get there.
Yes.
But a career educator who did the transition into now being passionate about women and wanting to see them empowered and successful in the areas of business. You see how you have many layers, and not to even to think of how you've been celebrated in Africa, you hold awards. I mean, looking at you, what have you been through?
Yeah, just a girl in red.
Just the lady in red. Lady in red. We should play that song at this point. But anyway, what's your background?
Trust you me, I have come to accept it.
That
yes, I have to impact around women issues. Initially, I didn't think it is so big.
Oh.
I just did it as a passion
Right.
and nothing much, nothing beyond. But I think the women in business right now, the name is bigger than me.
My goodness.
And the people are actually bigger than me, which I am very appreciative.
Yes.
And I'm proud of.
Yes.
I'm proud to be part of the process.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of the products that we are churning out now. Mary Muthoni, I did my undergraduate as a teacher at Catholic University. And I taught for about 10 years. I taught in Moi High School, Biruri, and those were boys.
Okay.
I was pretty young then. In fact, my age and their age were.
Yeah, almost together.
Sometimes they would think, this is just my sister, you know?
Yeah.
But as a teacher, you have a professionalism. You have to guide them. You have to make them get back on the rail.
Yes.
And at the same time, after I moved from the boys' station,
Yes.
I went to Moi Girls' School, Nairobi, Cubs.
Oh, you're Capsarian.
I dealt with Kaberians for another 5 years. I'm proud of very many girls in this city who have made it. They have done it. They are doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure wherever they are, they're proud of me.
Yes.
Because we worked together.
Yeah.
And we saw the young teenage girl moving into adulthood, into ladyhood. I still have a number of contacts. Many of them call me every other day. We meet up sometimes, and it's pretty amazing. Yeah. Sometimes you stay in one place and you think you've done what it's supposed to be, and you need to move to the next level.
Right.
And that's what got into me. And I had to move to the next level, which was to impact the larger society. I had impacted the teenagers was enough. The beautiful ones are not yet born. The young teachers were not yet churned out. I left it to them to impact what I left, because I had done all I could. I had done my best, and that was it. I had to move to a higher level to ensure that the young ones who are now getting into adulthood, they are getting there when they have character, they have attitude for excellence.
Yes, yes.
Because when you deal with young ones sometimes, you also need to listen to their hearts. And what I could see in their hearts is they are half-baked from where they are. And that's why I set up a school. I wanted to fully bake them to ensure that we have children who are moving to high school, they have character, they have attitude for excellence. And I did it.
I love
Wherever you are, impact what you have. And I keep telling ladies, right now I'm fully in business.
Yes.
Business is not about just doing something.
Yeah.
It's about a solution that you want to solve. If you're not solving a problem, please leave it.
Yeah.
It's not for you.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that aspect of
Yes.
business. But what was it like growing up?
Wow. I grew up as a very, let me say, a very strong kid. First, I was very bright. Secondly, I was very outstanding, even in my features. Apart from now, I have grown horizontally. I had grown vertically and nothing horizontal.
Okay.
And I still remember I grew up in a small village called Giriambu.
Ah, I went to Giriambu Girls.
Excuse me? Yes. Even my sister went there, but I refused to go there.
Why?
Because I wanted to get into a matatu going to another place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I didn't want to walk to my high school.
So I
Because
have a picture of how you grew up then.
Really, because my home is actually less than 300 kilometers from the school. And that's what I did, where I did my computer. But that's a story for another day.
Okay.
I didn't pay a thing, but my best friend was the daughter to the headmistress.
Okay.
So I happened to enjoy digital aspect at a very early age by connection. Yeah. So I grew up in that small village. And in fact, my physical features, my mother tells me that even the village women would ask her, huyu ni Msomali ama ni Murwandese?
Wow, okay.
I didn't look so village. I didn't look so Kenyan. I just looked
exotic.
Some other girl over there.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That didn't affect me. I had very outstanding features in terms and characteristics. One, during my primary school days, we used to have something called motto. So the motto would be passed on to anybody who spoke vernacular.
Okay.
But in my time, the minute I step in school, I never used to speak vernacular. Neither did I used to speak Swahili.
What were you speaking?
English. And that made me so unique to an extent that even my primary school teacher, I still remember her, God bless her, Mrs. Jero. I did my poetry up to almost the national level. You can imagine from a village school.
Wow.
You know, that puts you to another pedestal. So I had these articulate issues that I would place on the table also. To an extent, my maths teacher told me, "No, you just want to talk to me. That time I'm just fighting about people in the class. You know?
Yeah, such wonderful memories of school, eh?
Yes. So I grew up as a normal child, but with extraordinary abilities and push.
I see.
The intrinsic motivation from me was so extraordinary than any other child around the village.
Really?
And that took me high school, college.
Yeah.
And here I am. Sometimes in between high school and college, very many girls get lost.
Yeah.
We lose our taste, you know, we lose it and we draw it away. But when you move to the next level, if you're able to pick it up and run, you're able to hold on to very many good things that can help in your life.
I hear you.
So that's the type of a child I was.
Yeah.
I was born in a large family.
Yeah, I was about to ask that. Like, tell us about, you know,
Oh
siblings,
my goodness,
parents.
we were a football team.
Okay.
We still are, but I have a late sister.
Okay.
And among the last ones, you know, you're looked at like, So by the time we were growing up, my mother had mellowed down. She never used to beat us as much as the older ones.
Yeah.
But really, my elder sister tells me that they used to be beaten like burkankas. So it was really fun growing up, climbing trees.
Yes.
I have twin brothers. We, you know, we are almost age mates. I think our difference in age is about 5 years, and that's not very much.
Yeah.
So we grew up together. We would climb trees together, mango trees. Unaenda, you just go. You want to pick that mango, then you fall down.
Yeah.
Your back is aching. You go home, and your mother finds you and beats you even more.
She adds the pain. So
she beats you even more and tells you, now hang there. You know? So I had such a fun growing up, and village life is not like town where we are constrained in flats.
Yes.
I mean, it's so easy. Yeah. You go to fetch water. Yeah. You go to take coffee to the factory. You know, with a cow cart. Yeah. So it was so fun. Yeah. When you don't want to go to the farm, you're the one cooking for the people. Yeah. And there are lots and lots, like 50 people in the coffee in the coffee farm. Eh?
You know, you should see how your face is glowing just at the memory of your childhood. And I like to go there. I like to go
enjoy
there.
it.
Yes, because, you know, when you remember that, and now you are a family woman, you're married.
I know.
You have your own family.
It's so different.
Yeah, is it?
Oh, my friend, it's so different.
Tell me how. How is it different?
Wow. Times have changed.
Okay.
One, the way we are bringing up our children is totally different from our time. You can't force your children to be who you were. It will never happen. You know, my daughter is 14 years. She'll come and tell me, Mom, you don't look happy. What's the problem?
Right.
She can notice my mood and the way things are moving. We couldn't do that.
No.
Even if we saw our parents being beaten or whatever, we couldn't mention anything.
Yeah.
You know, it was okay. So she's not happy. Hey, let me just keep off.
Keep distance.
Keep distance.
Yes.
Our children, they will come and tell you, Mom, you don't look happy.
Yeah.
What can make you happy?
Wow.
You know, that's a difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the other way around. Yeah. But it's amazing. When you bring up children, they're a blessing.
How many do you have?
I have 4 children.
Okay.
My son is at USIU right now. He's doing IT and security. He's gonna be finishing very soon.
Okay.
My daughter is in Form 2, and I have my twins in grade 6.
You have twins?
Yes.
Oh.
So I have a whole lot of family. I was about to follow my mother, but
then you decided not now, enough. For now.
Hey, maisha Nairobi.
Okay, and when did you get married?
It doesn't allow. I got married at the age of 24 years.
Oh, nice.
23, 24. I may not have specific. That was in early 2000, 2004, around there.
Okay.
And I think it's been a journey. It's been a move. Every other day I learn new things. Up to date, I tell people, you know, we still fight with my husband. Yeah. But on different levels.
Yes, yeah.
There's a time when you see he's done wrong and you tell him, I know.
You don't become a drama queen. No.
No. There's no drama.
No.
What drama?
No. Like,
No, there's no drama. Before this, there was drama. When you're young, you know, you go and you say, I know this now. You actually want to fight. Yeah. But right now, you mellow down and you just talk things out. You make things work.
Yes.
And we reason.
Yes.
It's about reasoning. It's about putting things on the table and discussing.
I like that.
Yes.
Oh, Mary.
That's me.
Lady in red. So tell me about your school.
St. Petrock Primary School. St. Petrock himself is a saint.
Oh.
It's not a name that I made. It's a name that I got from somewhere. And I was, you know, we have many saints in the Bible,
Yes.
and St. Peter, St. Mary,
Yes.
St. whatever.
Yeah.
In my time in the teaching profession, I happened to represent the sub-Saharan countries in Europe. And that was in the art subjects and all that. In fact, I went with Bien of Sauti Sol.
Okay.
And one of my students. And I visited very many schools in the south of Europe.
Okay.
And most of those schools were actually public, not private.
Okay.
If you look at the UK structure for schools, most people cannot afford private schools. So they were public schools.
Yeah.
And one of the schools I visited was St. Petrock Primary School in Bondi, south of London.
Right.
I really admired the way they brought out their kids, the way they prepared everything, and what was the vision about St. Petrock. St. Petrock, being a saint, is one who loved children, somebody who loved the societal issues, you know, could handle. And St. Petrock is not the 90s. It is the 16, 15, you know, 15-0-something, 16-0-something years. And that really touched me. And I thought, do we have a St. Petrock in Africa?
Wow.
That was one thing. The second reason why I started St. Petrock, why now I started the school. First, it is the name.
Right.
St. Petrock himself, who he was and what he advocated for.
Yes.
Secondly is why I started the school.
Right.
I taught in high school myself, so I taught teenagers. You know, that rampant, you know, that age of girls and boys. I experienced all that. And I really felt there's only one thing that these girls and boys are lacking: character, attitude. Just that. And I felt the one place that we are failing in our education system is in the primary school. You've seen even with the Ministry of Education right now, where they have changed things, it's in the basic education.
Yes.
Because that is where you're molded from. It is not high school, it's not college. College, we are age mates, we are equals, you know. But at the basic education, where the children are from around 3 years to around 14 years, that is where the work is. I would receive the 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds at an age whereby I couldn't tell them anything. They already know it from wherever they came from. So you find the parent is so restless, but me and you cannot change. The child is already molded.
Yes.
You can't change.
No.
It's very hard. And that is why I formed St. Petrock. That's why I founded St. Petrock.
Yes.
I wanted to to get into the business of school, yes, but with the lasting solution to solving a problem that is there with the basic education. Have a model school where we have children we are churning out, children who, when they go to high school, they will not be intimidated. Children are not going to be forced into burning schools because their character. Today, I grew up in a Christian family. You can't change me in some things. There are things you can't change me. It is because of my rooting.
Grounding and rooting.
My grounding.
Yes.
The same case with school-going children. We have so many of the parents, they don't go to church, they have no religion. They expect the school to do it. It's a problem in the society. We have to accept it. And again, look at our families. We don't have close-knit families like before. We have a lot of single parents. We have a lot of broken families. They need a place. They need somebody to condole them and to tell them it's fine. I'm out here looking for money. Do I have time to look at my child? But you know that child needs you.
Yes.
That child needs somebody. That child needs a father figure and a mother figure. Don't start talking about independent womanhood.
No.
It doesn't operate. It doesn't work. That child from a single mother needs a father figure. Whether it is your brother or your father, that male figure must appear in that child.
Yes.
So that child needs your brother as a figure, needs your father, your grandfather, whoever it is.
Male
But somebody they can emulate, somebody they can say, this is my gender.
Yeah.
And I admire them. That's it. You don't have to be in their life.
I hear you.
Somebody else will be.
Yeah.
So that is a space, even as a school, that we close. Okay?
Okay.
You may not have those brothers
Yes.
who they can admire. You may not have those grandfathers who they admire or who have the resources to do that. We will do it for you. Because we will get professionals, we will get to ourselves, even our own teachers, to pick up that space and block. So the child will not be disillusioned to an extent that amechoma shule, amefanya hivi. They already have somebody they are looking up to. They already have something they hope for. Anything in life is about hope.
I hear you.
Give people hope and they'll be okay. It's not about money. Hope.
Hope. We
Am
are
I
still
talking
here.
too much?
No,
Hey?
you're perfect. And we are still here with Mary Jason. Do not go too far. When we come back, we delve deep into the Women in Business initiative and how that has not just set a standard and a platform for women to be empowered and transformed, but also others have seen the work she has done and celebrated her for it. So don't go too far. What's Your Story is back in a bit. Welcome back. This is What's Your Story. I am Catherine Mwangi. Thank you to the management of Villa Rosa Kempinski for giving us this beautiful ballroom to tape from. Today we have a conversation with the founder of Women in Business Kenya. So let me read for you some of the star factor. In 2017, she was awarded the Devolution Warrior Award. In 2018, she was elected first ever female National Director of the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce, representing Central Kenya. She's currently the holder of the African Business Award, and she sits in several boards, which we shall get to find out. And you heard she has 4 kids, half of whom are twins, and she's married to Mr. Jason. Very happy. And she's here, not looking her age, or not looking all these things that have happened to you. Where do we start?
I'm past 40.
Women in Business. What is the essence of this organization?
I also got HSC last year.
Oh! She got, I didn't even know that. She got head of state commendation, right?
Yes. Now, when I started my business, I told you I'm not the normal girl in the streets that will just see there's a good flower there and then she passes. She'll go and check what it is.
You're curious.
Yes.
Naturally.
Lovely.
Uh-huh.
And when I started my school, it was not very easy. I had just resigned from my job, and losing that small salary, my friend, it was not easy.
No.
I went 3 months and I'm like, ayah, there's no salary. Ayah, there's no money coming to me every month. And I almost got absorbed into what people are saying. So why did you resign? You're so young. I think I was 20 something. You're so young. Where are you going? You can be divorced. There are all those narratives.
Yes.
Fairy tales. I call them
Yes.
fairy tales. Because it is you who creates your life. It's not your partner. It is not anybody else. And 3-5 months down the line, I have this school where I have one child. And I'm wondering, if the parent of the child just pulls out, the one and only child, I'll be having nobody. One term.
One child.
Never mind, I have a principal who I was paying very expensively. In fact, colored. Eh? Is it colored or non-colored? White.
Color.
I have a cook. I have teachers. I have everything in place. Lakini mtoto ni mmoja.
Including electricity bills and
Thank
water
you.
bills, security bills.
Thank you.
Food.
I almost closed. And it was a very frustrating moment.
Oh my goodness.
To an extent of even putting an advert in the papers in one of the best dailies.
Saying what?
You want children to come to your school, my friend, that you have a new school. You think everybody wants it.
My God.
And the only thing they tell you is, we want jobs. 1,000 applicants of jobs. Hey?
Not the students you are looking for.
What will make you not want to go back to work? But I said, this vision is mine. It is me. It is me who thought about it. It's me who created it. Why should I abandon it? I have tried many businesses and they have failed. In the year 2014, there was international conference for Kenya's investors. And I was invited to speak as a guest. And I was wondering, what do you want people to say? Yeah?
Of you as an investor, an entrepreneur in this nation.
Of a school which I have not really gotten it to
No.
a level that I want.
Yes.
But I accepted. And I went. And I met so many people. And this is where I come out and tell the women, please show up. You too, show up. It is not in vain. Don't sit in your house and think that the dollars will find you there. There's nobody who does that. Nothing replaces hard work. Nothing. In this world, nothing. Don't be cheated.
Right.
Everything has a price to it.
Yeah.
Literally, everything
has
a price to it. Even that one thing you're being brought for, and you're being told, I'm doing this as a favor. You have to pay it. Somehow you'll have to pay
it. It will demand of me to pay.
So I showed up, met so many people, including the national organizations in Kenya, where I placed my interest. And I said, oh, there are all these people in these organizations, but my investment could be as equal as theirs. So why am I out? And I joined. I joined the national organizations. There are 4 main organizations in this country today. There's the Kenya Private Sector, there's Kenya Association of Manufacturers, there's Kenya Chamber of Commerce, and there's Women in Business. I first joined the Kenya Chamber of Commerce, where I grew up to become the national director and the only elected. I was going there to get my expansion, to get my network, and to grow. my business. That is the essence of any association. That is the essence of any organization in the country, any private sector.
Yeah.
I will join because I want to benefit, not because I want to serve or do anything. I want to benefit. I want to see what happens. I want the goodies that come with the bilaterals that are done between countries, Kenya and any other country.
Right.
I want to benefit from that. And when I joined, I realized, hey, this is where the big boys are, eh?
Okay.
But I can't see the women. I'm virtually alone.
Yes. Yeah.
So what's happening here? And I got so curious. And my curiosity landed me both into problems and luck.
Okay.
My curiosity was why the women are shy. And next, what puts you people there and not us? So what takes you to the table? And that is my curiosity that landed me to be elected as the first woman
Yes.
in the National Chamber of Commerce since it was formed in 1965. And even now they have not elected any other person. But I still pride myself in my tenure that I was able to push for the second vice chair of the chamber. Today we have a female second vice chair.
Wonderful.
So I'm still proud about that during my tenure.
Yes.
And during that period, I realized why the women are shy to get there is because, one, most of them do not have registered companies.
Oh.
So even when we are going to the president, who utaitwa nani?
Oh.
What do we call you? So if the president wants 20 names, will they go for Equity, James Mwangi, or they'll go for you? Of course, they'll still go for that one. So you miss out.
I see.
Okay?
Yeah.
Number two, this lack of exposure. So you find we have a company together. You're male, I'm female, but you're still the one who goes for networking forums as I'm left in the shop guarding. So it gives you limited access to what you need to do in life. And it limits you very much without you knowing. And number three, there's the issue of collateral. I looked at the access to government procurement opportunities, which right now could be less than 10% uptake. When the government churns out money to either to the counties or any other place, 30% of that must go to women, youth, and persons with disability. But women don't go up to it because they believe there's corruption. They don't even know how to do it. There are all those the issues. So you find that it's not taken up. Okay? And many other smaller issues, which I realized until we get the capacity of the woman up, we will keep going round in circles.
I hear you.
And that is how Women in Business was born.
So how do you get in touch then with the women to give them this enlightenment you're talking about?
We have 3 mandates.
Uh-huh.
Money, markets, and mentorship. When I talk about money, I'm talking about the many associations, in financial institutions that we are aligned to, that we know what you give. If it's, I don't want to mention them because there are many, including SACCOs.
Right.
Like now we have partnered with Stima SACCO. And our issue is to ensure, yes, women are getting credit at subsidized interest. We are also ensuring that the women know about their financial gains. So we train them from one corner of the country to the other.
Right.
Money, markets.
Yes.
There's nobody who wakes up in the morning and forms a company and they don't want to know where the market is from. Of course, many of the times we form companies without knowing where the market is, and that's a problem. But at Women in Business, we will help you expand. We will show you where the market is. I keep giving the story of my sister-in-law because I know she can beat me. Jerry, I love you, girl. Now, who used to go to China, bring handbags, and the first person she would call was me. And I asked her one time, so how many bags can I buy?
Yeah.
I mean, how many? In a month. We women buy handbags once a year. You buy 2 or 3 and you're good to go.
Yeah.
So if you bring me your handbags in the middle of the year and all, how many? But with the expansion of the Women in Business, I'll give you a forum of 1,000 women. That's your market. Okay? During the COVID, we expanded with Bidco Africa, contracture farming for women, sunflower, soya, bamboo. Even today, if you want to plant those things, you just come and tell me. I'll talk to Bidco and you'll sell to them. Wow. Because when you plant, in 3 months, you harvest your soya, you can take to Bidco and they'll buy for you from you. You see?
Yeah.
And many other things that will help you to grow and to also see that you are not, your mother does not cook the best food. When I talk about mentorship, it's a long, long story. Just ensuring that you're hand-holding the women. You want to register a company? We know how to. We know who to. Okay? You want legal services? We have all the women who do legal. They are here. Negotiate with them.
Wow.
Because you're a woman.
Yeah.
You know? If you want capacity in terms of how to grow your business, in terms of how to learn finances, accounting, tax, and all that, we will help you. Or if we can't help yours, we will show you who to do it.
Yes.
Mentorship. I tell people today, it is one of the best times to live in Kenya when you can register your business name, even you, if you want to register this, at 900 shillings through eCitizen. You don't have to go to the legal and be charged 20,000 shillings, which is too much, and you can't afford it to register a company. Just go to Huduma Center. 900 shillings. There's nobody who wants to start a business and you don't have that. You look for it. If you want a loan, then get for 900 shillings, not 500,000. Or,
Wisdom.
Because there's no small money and big money to start a business. It is only the magnitude of the business.
Wow. And how do women find you, or how do women know the existence of your organization for them to be a part of it? What does it take to be a part of Women in Business?
We already have, we have a physical office. It's on Milimani Road. And we have contacts 0751 900 900. That is the contact for Women in Business. If you call anytime, you'll have it.
Could you repeat the number?
0751 900 900. We have a website, www.wibkenya.org. They can find us there. We also have our leadership representation. Our structure is very easy. In Nairobi, we have estate leadership. So in every estate, we have somebody. We have someone. If I want to go to Ngumo today, I'll just call. I'm coming. How many people? What do you want us to come and talk about? Is it Agpo? Is it Ladybug? We have come up with a very good product called Ladybug with CPF.
What is Ladybug?
Ladybug is a financial solution for you, because we realized during COVID, so many of our women died, so many of their relatives. Every day, I tell you, my sister, I was on a WhatsApp group. Every day, I was on a WhatsApp group. How much can I give from my small school? This very little. So I couldn't cope up. And we said, no, this has to stop. So I went to Dr. Kili of CPF, and I told him, sir, you have to help the women of this country. And the one thing I want us to come up with is a product. Please sponsor us. A product that is going to take care of the last respect for our families, today, a woman paying 3,000 shillings per year is qualified to get 50,000 shillings if their spouse, their 4 children, any of their 4 children, their mother, their mother and father, their in-laws, for those who are married, and their 2 siblings, in case person. If I go to my family today, the football team, and I place 50,000 shillings there because we have msiba or something, let me tell you, nobody will ask me for anything else. And that is so for many families.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
Very few of the families will go and give like 300,000. We can't afford. Okay?
Yes.
But many of us, if we are able to give 20, 30, 50, that is the whole budget for some of the barrios.
It's true.
Okay? And we said the women are the holders. They are the ones who hold the homes. Please get into this. And if anything happens, please don't call Mary Modoni the president of Women in Business.
Yes.
Go to CPF and tell them, nimefiwa, and this is the person I uploaded in the system. Please give me the money.
And they get it.
Yes, that's it. So we don't go to WhatsApp anymore. And if you go higher, there's even 15,000. You get 300,000. What can't you do with that, my dear? You can do everything with it. We just thought about the women factor.
Yes.
If my mother is sick today, the first person they call is me.
Yes.
If my father, if anybody, even everybody, it is me they call.
So, yes.
They don't even bother about anybody else. It's a woman they call.
The woman.
When there was COVID, it is the women who went to take care of the parents who are sick at home. It is the women who went to take care of whatever that was happening in the society. I remember, and that is when even the president of this nation recognized women in business out of the voluntary basis that we did in the informal sector. The Mama Mboga, taking to them sanitizers, ensuring that they are okay. Because if I sit in my upmarket flat or house and think that COVID will not find me there, so where will I get the cabbages? Have I grown mine? I'll still have to go to the market. So why don't you don't stay with the sanitizer at home. Take it to the mama in the market. She needs it more than you do. She sells it to you.
Yes.
So we did that.
Yes.
We circulated and distributed sanitizers across the informal sector in Nairobi County and across the board in partnership with Kenya Airways and Kenya Pipeline Company. It was a passion. It was something that we did with zeal, just to ensure that we stabilize anybody that is there. I think you had asked about how the Women in Business was formed.
Yes.
Have I answered you?
Yes.
Good.
Ooh. No, I mean, it's phenomenal. Just hearing first your passion. There's nothing fake about it. And just one phone call women have to make to call you or to call the organization, guided through what they need to do. And voila, there's just so many benefits.
So much.
So much that the women can glean from.
We are a one-stop shop.
Yes.
You know, the one-stop shop?
Yeah.
The huduma of government. Yes. We are the huduma of the private sector.
I hear you.
One-stop shop for the female enterprises. Because I told you from the bigger organizations, I realized very many women shy away. I'm not saying they are harassed. They shy away because they don't have what it takes. So we grow them. Before you think of getting to where I was or where I am, please get the capacity. So that when you sit on the table, you have content.
I like that. How do you see this organization evolving? Like, what's your next?
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Today we are 17 million SMEs in this country, and most of them are women. I want us to have more than 10 million women who have registered companies and they are trading with government. The government is the biggest spender. Don't be lied.
It's true.
And with access to government procurement opportunities.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'm going to pursue right now is operationalization of the same, like the end-to-end.
Yeah.
Our Governor Sakaja in Nairobi today is the person who came with the bill for the AGPO. I want him to actualize the same.
Okay.
So my good friend, the governor, I'm talking to you.
Yes.
And I know he will.
Yeah.
Because he has the capacity
Yes.
and he has the zeal. That is the one person I am truly
Yes.
looking forward to actualizing the access to government procurement opportunities. End to end, ensuring that the company that has tendered belongs to the woman, the bank account belongs to the woman, okay? And the money gets to the woman.
I hear you.
Not just proxy companies written the women names and the women don't get the money.
Yeah.
So billions of shillings. Also, I want to see more women register their companies to benefit from the same. Because many a times they are losing it because they don't have the prerequisite documentation. We are going to train them as women in business. We are going to train them. In the next 1-2 years,
Yeah.
we will have more than 1 million. 1 million women ready
Yes.
to get to access to government procurement opportunities.
Wow.
If this road, you know, this one that is passing here, just one woman was given 1%. I'm not asking for 10%. 1% of that road.
Yeah.
Tell me, where would she be? How many other women can she subcontract?
I hear you.
Okay?
Yes, yes, yes.
How much can we grow from that just one contract? One.
Just one.
I'm not talking about 2.
Yes.
One contract.
So as we come to a close, could you look
Oh,
into
we are
this
closing.
camera?
I thought we were starting.
It feels like that mostly as you are closing.
I know, right?
Yeah, because you see, you're
That's
into it. You're now.
I've not even
flowing.
finished.
maybe Charity will plan for another session. Who
I've
knows?
not even started.
Maybe we haven't started.
Yeah.
But you need to encourage the women now, and you know what is in your heart for them.
Trust you me, I want to encourage them. Whatever you're doing in your small circles, please keep doing them if they're the right things. Want to grow, have the urge to grow, have the urge to know. So wake up, dress up, and show up. I'm done.
You had to power pack it like that. Wake up, dress up, show up.
Yeah. I'm done.
It is on that note that we shall pick up this conversation with Miss Mary Jason a few weeks from now, because first you will need to call the number she gave, which is
0751 900 900.
It's even a hotline. 0751
It's
900,
really a hotline.
900. Yeah.
You can still get me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have a business idea, what basically the essence of this conversation, what I've taken home is Mary saying, stop shying away from these opportunities and stop feeling inadequate that they are for others and not for you. That's what I've gotten. That's the power of this, and that's what drives her and makes her wake up every single morning. But I know you are thirsting for part 2. So we shall get a part 2. What you have to do first is have you called that number after the show so that you get registered, so that when you have a part 2, who knows, you could even have a few women coming to give their testimonies.
Absolutely.
Which would be powerful.
Actually, if I may say, we always have signature events throughout the year.
Oh.
And we go anywhere. It doesn't have to be Nairobi. In November, we have our final and biggest event of the year. It's a Women in Business Awards. Because after all this, you have children, you have husbands, you have boyfriends, you have everything. Nobody remembers to tell you, hey, baby, you've done well. You did well.
Yeah.
Oh, your company is growing. Well done.
Yeah.
Now, we will do it for them.
You even celebrate them.
Yes.
What a vision.
We just pat them on the back and tell them, you've done well.
What a
Please
vision.
do it double
Yes,
the next year.
You know we are doing this again, right? We shall do it a second.
We must.
We must. But thank you so much, Mary, for coming and sharing that, and even just listening to how, you know, you started off with your own. You see, that's the thing. You cannot share with somebody from where you haven't been. Her
Yeah.
school, when she opened it with this really exotic name of a saint, Saint Petrock.
St. Petrock, Premier School.
Got it. Saint Petrock, one student, one term, and she has all of these bills, and she said, I'm not giving up. So even you with your business, she's your perfect example. And I cannot emphasize this enough. Let's not shut ourselves in. She said, wake up, dress up, show up. How hard can that be? Okay, so thanks for watching tonight. God bless you, and find the show on YouTube. Again, 0751 900 900. Call and be a part of women in business in this country. Ciao.
Amina.
The Wedding Fair by Kempinski is here. Discover the latest wedding trends and fashion from the leading wedding exhibitors. Villa Rosa Kempinski welcomes you to witness an exquisite wedding fair on the 20th of November from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come and experience all the glitz and glam of all things wedding.